jersey number 9, Philip Budell. Number 19, Melvin McBride. Number 14, Christian Coronel. Number 14, Travis Daw. Number 28, Norman Gonzalez. Number 8, Paulo Mendoza. Number 18, Joseph Yo. Number 13, Mario Marquino. At the point guard spot, he is the first timer in the PBA Finals at the Conference Steals leader, wearing jersey number 32, Dano Miranda. A grizzled veteran, he is one of the top men in the league and one of the best rebounders, wearing jersey number 16, Dennis Gomez Espino. He is the third overall draft pick of the Santa Lucia Realtors in the 2007 PBA draft and one of the favorites to win the Rookie of the Year honors this season. A product of California State University, Ryan Reyes. He is one of the league's best small forwards and one of the most underrated players today, even with his spectacular plays, which have helped the Realtors reach the finals. Standing 6'4", number 3, Nelbert Odenall. Last but not the least is last year's Rookie of the Year and continues to be Santa Lucia's franchise player, leading the Realtors to new heights, discovers with his high-flying ways, outside sniping, and tremendous footwork. The machine gun, Kelly Williams. Eyeing his first ever taste of the championship in the PBA is Santa Lucia head coach Boyan Fernandez. And at this time, our assistant coaches Adonis Diana and Joel Martin. Assistant team manager is attorney Aniel Magno, and team manager and governor to the PBA board is Mr. Buddy Encarnado. Wearing jersey number 9, Robert Sons. Number 20, R.D. Woodall. Number 6, Amanzi Rodriguez. Number 28, Richard Yee. Number 7, Ray Evangelista. Number 14, Noy Castillo. Number 1, Chico Laneta. Number 5, Jondan Salvador. Number 8, Peter Juzimo. is a former University of San Jose Recommended standout, a backcourt veteran seeing action in his fourth PBA Finals, Roger Yao. He is the center of attraction for the Purefoods DJ Giants and among the top big men and best rebounders in the league today. Standing 6'6", the General Romero. He is the league's defensive player of the year and most improved player 2 seasons ago, who's still a key player in Purefoods' credit block line rotation. Standing 6'4", number 15, Mark Purefoods. He is without a doubt among the best at his position and is the best passing big man in the PBA today. Number 21, Kirby Ragusa. He is the league's MVP 2 seasons ago, who is determined to bring Purefoods back to the promised land with his virtually unstoppable scoring and good luck. One of the most popular players in the country today, Mr. Big Game, James Young. Looking to become the winningest coach in Purefoods history is head coach Ryan Gregorio, and he will be assisted by Ronnie Manzano, Clay Manal, and Dio Mendoza. Team manager is the captain, Alvin Patrimonio.
So we will all wait and see if Kelly Williams will have more touches here in game number 7 as we take a look at the starters for Purefoods. Of course, it's Roger and James Yap. At the center position, you have Romel Adubol, Mark Pingres, who had a monster ball game in game number 6, starting in the forward position, and Kirby Raimundo completing that lineup. Para naman po dito sa Santa Lucia Realtors, no changes here. It's Denok Miranda and Ryan Reyes taking care of the backcourt. Dennis Espino, the veteran at the center. Vitoy Omolon, and of course, Kelly Williams starting out for the Santa Lucia Realtors. And the ball game is underway. Santa Lucia po ang may unang crack at the basket. Here's Denok Miranda, mid-range jumper being missed. Omolon with an offensive rebound.
You have to remember, Nelbert Omolon scoreless in the last game, trying to get himself involved. But Mark Pingres again, he is the top defensive guy para sa Purefoods. He has blocked that shot.
And that's a statement on defense on the part of Purefoods. They go to Kirby Raimundo at the post, doble. Kirby Raimundo loses the ball. Here's Omolon leading the break para sa Santa Lucia. Miranda to Kelly Williams. Inside to Omolon. A sorry miss para dito kay Vitoy Omolon.
Remember, Richard, in the last game, Santa Lucia also started very tight. Right now, he just missed a easy layup. Tingnan natin kung itong Santa Lucia magbabago na yung timpla.
Wala pa po nakakapuntos in this game number 7. Ito, Ryan Reyes from the corner. That's a TM press coming from Ryan Reyes, who might be a surprise player for Santa Lucia here in game 7 if you take a look back to performance in Game 7 in semifinal series.
In the semifinal series, they beat Alaska. Ryan Reyes was the best player of that game. Strange, because this is the rookie of the team. Pero ito si Ryan Reyes, hindi na ata alam na rookie siya. Ito naman, JP. No!
Missing his first attempt at the basket at may loose ball foul. Itatawag ng ating officials. Williams posting up against Raimundo. May foul na nakita si referee Boy Cruz against Kirby Raimundo.
I gotta look at those first couple of attempts of Kelly Williams. Usually he has a problem, yung stroke niya minsan nawawala sa forma. Yung pag-start ng game, masama yung stroke niya, nagtutuloy-tuloy yan. So you have to look at how he's shooting that basketball.
Missed by Vitoy Omolon. And Pingris clears another rebound. Pingris coming off a 21 rebound game in game number 6. Ito, Roger Yap, ginugulo ni Ryan Reyes. And he is hemmed out. A push by Ryan Reyes. But the pressure defense, as we take a look to Santa Lucia starting on a man-to-man defense as compared, nag-zone sila no game number 6.
Well, there has to be adjustments that have to be made, Richard. Santa Lucia may have gone to that zone a little too early in that last game. Ngayon, binago nila. Tao-tao kaagad. And you know, right there, James Yap has to work doubly hard if itong Santa Lucia is playing man-to-man. Right there, he got his first foul.
James Yap trying to get away from the defense of Den of Miranda. Referee Boyd Cruz very adamant in that call. Offensive foul on James Yap.
Still scoreless itong Purefoods. 2.5 minutes gone already.
Here's Den of Miranda. Finds Ryan Reyes. Strong move to the basket. Reyes. And James Yap will be called for his second personal foul. And clearly attacking the defense of big game James is Santa Lucia. It's a common ploy for teams to really attack the defense of the best offensive player of the opposing team.
But you have to give it to this guy, Ryan Reyes. He's a rookie. Tapos siya, na-realize niya agad na si James Yap has one personal foul. Of course, he's big game James, but right now, para sa Purefoods, they have a big problem because he already has 2 personal fouls. And we're still very early sa ating first quarter.
A split from the line para dito kay Ryan Reyes makes it 4-0 in favor of the Realtors. Ito na ngayon si Roger Yap. Roger Yap, naksak sa loob. Wala pa rin ang kanyang tira pero meron nakitang foul. May tulak raw, sabi ni referee Joey Galongkagin against Dennis Espino. I like that move by Roger Yap dahil nga they're looking for their first points of the ball game. And that's the way to take it strong. Kaso, nagmintis pa rin dito sa free throw line. Ito si Roger Yap.
You know, when you are being pressured that much in the backcourt, one of the ways to break that pressure para mawala yung pressure na yan is to drive past that defender para umatras siya ng konti at respetuhin na dadrivean ka pag masyadong madikit ang depensa mo.
Finally breaking the ice para sa Purefoods. Ito si Roger Yap. Reyes again for 3. Nagpintis. Transition offense para sa Purefoods ngayon. Roger Yap. Nabunggo ni Miranda. He falls down. And sabi ni referee Art Herrera, may foul kaya bumaksa. And then Miranda is called for his first foul. And you know, players at this time, as we see Coach Boyet, medyo may iling-iling, but they really have to adjust of the way the game is being called dito sa ating first quarter.
I remember at the start of this conference, we talked about the 3Ds, dislodge, displace, and dispossess. Nakita natin doon si Roger Yap almost got dispossessed, and obviously he was dislodged, and that's why the referees had to call that foul.
Here's James Yap. He makes the room, goes to his left. Supahit palaman ang inabot. Second survey, wala pa rin. Nagawa ng bola, napunta kay Dennis Espino. Here's Ryan Reyes looking down court. Reyes finds Kelly Williams, shoots a three.
That's way off.
Short. Way off. Well, we saw him in game number 6 shooting a lot of air balls as well. Ito si Kelly Williams.
Richard, that was about a foot short and a foot off to the right. Talaga ang layo ng tira na yun. But let's see if Kelly Williams still has that confidence in his stroke.
Good ball pressure here by Ryan Reyes and good defensive stance by Bitoy Omolon at the post. Another offensive rebound tinawag dito kay Mark Pingris. Or offensive foul rather. Mark Pingris warding off with the offhand.
But that's the defense of Santa Lucia that was able to do that. You don't really want to give Mark Pingris the ball pag lumagpas na siya dun sa free throw line. Sa pagkakataon na yon, he was about in the 3-point range and he had to take about 3 dribbles bago siya umabot sa basket. And that's why nakakuha ng offensive foul ang Santa Lucia.
Here's Kelly Williams and he makes the adjustment. Long 2 lamang yan para dito kay Kelly Williams, but enough to give Santa Lucia a 5-point lead.
And even much more confidence in that stroke, Richard. Yung tira na yun, that was early in their offense and he had the confidence to take that jump shot.
Masyadong mahigpit ang pagkakabantay itong si Bitoy Omolon. That's the first foul on Bitoy Omolon. 4th team foul on the Realtors. Roger Yap guarded by Ryan Reyes. Hinahanap ulit nila ito si Kirby. Kirby makes his move. Kirby to Adukol. Yes! That's the first field goal pala dito sa Purefoods TJ Giants.
Yeah, chalk up the first assist para kay Kirby Raimundo. In the last game, he had a career high in assists, 11 assists. Ito maganda kay Kirby. He realizes what he has to do. Anything para mapanalo yung kanyang koponan.
Ito na ngayon, open look for Denok Miranda. Who's strong at the one ng bola. Roger Yap getting it for Purefoods. Here's James Yap. Picked up high by Denok Miranda. Errant pass. Sinubukang save yun ni Mike Pingris. Ito na ngayon ang fast break play for the Realtors. Ryan Reyes. Would have been nice to the kompleto, no? Pero sabi ni Roger Yap, not tonight.
But not in front of me.
Yes.
Ito naman.
Ito makikita natin. Ang ganda na exhibition na dribble na.
Parang bata, huwag na maharap-harapan.
Ball in the hands of James Yap. Ryan Reyes taking a lot of shots. Very offensive-minded siya dito sa game number 7.
Well, one of the guys that actually had a solid game in that last game in Game 6 had 2 turnovers to end that game. Pero kaya nga sinabi natin, ito Ryan Reyes, walang kaba at saka hindi niya alam na rookie siya dito sa PBA.
Here's Roger Yap. Naupo na naman sa ere. And he has 3 points for the Purefoods TJ Giants. You know, a lot of guys from Purefoods really has to take up on the scoring cudgels. At masyadong tight ang pagbantay dito kay James Yap. Another block here by Mike Pingris. Here's Roger Yap against Umulan. He goes up. Not make a basket. Denok Miranda on the other end. Denok sinalubog dito si Mark Pingris. Kelly Williams drives baseline. Pulls up. No! Kapit ni Dennis Espino. Napunta kay Miranda. Balik kay Espino. Espino bumaba kay Raimundo. Espino. Purefoods asking for an offensive foul. And Coach Ryan Gregorio is up in arms. Adukol matatawagan ng kanyang unang personal foul. Nakikita natin dito, Dennis Espino. Bangga kay Raimundo, but Santa Lucia is up by 1-65. That's a tale of two coaches, both young, both energetic, both very ambitious. Nagmintis po si Dennis Espino sa kanyang dalawang free throw, so the score remains at 65. Joseph Yu pumasok na po sa ating ballgame.
I know, Richard, ito Santa Lucia really having a different time scoring. They've had so many attempts. 1 out of 5 from the 3-point range, 1 out of 8 mula sa 2-point range. Tapos sa free throw, nakita mo nga kanina, now they are 1 out of 4 mula sa free throw. So hindi talaga makakuha ng puntos ito Santa Lucia.
Nakikita nga natin itong finals averages dito si Kirby Raimundo.
Well-rounded finals averages. As you can see, meron siyang puntos, meron siyang rebound, meron siyang assist. Really an all-around performance mula dito kay Kirby Raimundo.
The only bad thing that happened sa Game 6 for Kirby Raimundo was 7 turnovers, no? That is forgivable as long as you win the ball game. Lamang na po dito ang Purefoods, 7-6. Joseph Yo against Peter Jun Simon. Bakit si Joseph Yo? Yo, muntik matapigan. Kicks it out. 8 seconds to shot clock ng Santa Lucia. Pumapose si Kelly Williams against Raimundo. 5 seconds to shoot. Face up jumper, no good. Rebound again to Mark Pingris.
The subtle substitution right there. James Yap, nilabas na maaga. Napansin ni Coach Ryan Gregorio yung depensa ng Santa Lucia. Ready kay James. So pinasok niyo muna si PJ Simon para naman itong Santa Lucia hindi masyado makuha ang laro ni James.
And almost automatically, pag walang James Yap, they go almost exclusively naman to Kirby Raimundo. The last 2 offensive patterns nitong Purefoods, bola ends up in the hands of Kirby Raimundo.
Yeah, that's really what they like to do, Richard. They want to give the ball to Kirby. They like to give it to James. And of course, ito pag si PJ Simon, pag pumapasok, he also gets some touches as well.
Well, hindi na-inbound ni Mike Pingris yung bola, kaya tumawag ng timeout of Purefoods TJ Giants. Lamang na po sila ng isa, 7-6.
Well, Richard, sabi sa akin ni Coach Ryan Gregorio, last game battle cry nila, well, survival. Ngayon daw, game number 7, sinabi nyo sa akin is they're desired to inspire. 0-2 sila in this series, nagsimula, tapos game number 5, wala si James Yap. Kaya sinabi niya sa akin, they just wanna prove na kahit 0-2 sila, dami nila naging distractions, they still wanna come out and win tonight. Richard?
Thank you very much, Eric. Well, they did start out flat, pero ngayon lamang na sila ng 3 courtesy of that jumper by Peter Jun Simon to beat the shot clock.
But that's what he does. Remember, he is the super sub. You know, just one game. I think just one game, it was a letdown para kay Peter Jun Simon. But all in all, a solid series para sa kanya.
A gliding layup by Joseph the Ninja EO. Only played 9 minutes in game number 6.
He did play 9 minutes, Richards, pero yung 9 minutes na yun, naka-8 puntos siya. So, instant offense na ito si Joseph yun.
Here's Mark Pingris. Pingris, hinahanap si Romela Ducol, binigay kay Kirby. Top of the key, 6 seconds to shoot. Kirby goes to his right. He spins, he goes up, binigay kay Mark Pingris. At in the nick of time, dalawang last second shot para sa Purefoods DJ Giants.
Yeah, that's just maturity. Kirby doesn't want to force his shot. Alam niya na dumadating yung tulong mula sa Santa Lucia, kaya't may nalilibre siyang mga teammate.
Here's Joseph Yo. To Espino. Long two and nails it. Dennis Espino, mga kaibigan. Magandang pinakita nung game number 6, scored 22 points. Pero hindi naging sapat yun para makuha nila yung corona. Ito na ngayon, Smart Fingers. Adufol. Kicks it out. Kirby Raimundo against Bitoy Omolon. Kirby. To Pingris. 6 seconds to shoot. By Castillo. That is straight. And unselfish here for Kirby Raimundo. A bonus pang foul.
I believe not since the days that we saw Mon Fernandez leading his team in assists. Nakakita tayo ngayon na isang malaking player na siya rin ang numero 1 sa kanyang koponan pagdating ng assists. As Mark Pingris makes that free throw. Remember, Mark Pingris also critical para dito sa Purefoods because he is the energy guy. They feed the energy out of Mark Pingris. So goes Mark Pingris' energy. Ganun din yung energy nitong Purefoods.
Because they're playing against a team full of energy. Kelly Williams, Brian Reyes, Donok Miranda. Ito nakaagay naman ng Purefoods. Peter Jun Simon, Pinangani, Norman Gonzalez. And you can expect these kinds of fouls all throughout this ball game. This is game number 7, mga kaibigan.
They call it championship type fouls ang tinatawag dyan. You don't want to give end one situations. You want to give the right foul all the time. And that foul, alam natin, even though it is on the penalty, napaganda para sa Santa Lucia dahil nagminti si PJ Simon nung una niyang tira.
As like his game number 5 performance, siya po ina-expect kasi na talagang to take over pag wala ito si James Yap. Gonzalez shoots a 3. Too strong. Pingris again. With that statement, rebound. Pang-5 rebound na yan ni Mark Pingris. Noy Castillo, ginugulo nito si Denok Miranda. Looking for Kirby Raimundo. Denied by Gonzalez. Ito si Jonathan Salvador. Salvador missing and Kelly gets that rebound. Denok Miranda, sinalubong ito si Noy Castillo. Kicks it up. Norman Gonzalez. CSS coming from Norman Gonzalez.
Much better shot coming from Norman Gonzalez than that first 3-point shot. PJ Simon. No cheer offense. Inatake nila kaagad yung depensa ng Santa Lucia. We talked about the big man must dominate. The combination of Pingris, Raimundo, and Adukul doing much better than the big man of Santa Lucia.
Santa Lucia, Joseph Leo ngayon. That back jumper, no good. Pingris again. Flying high for that rebound. And that's what started it all for Purefoods, is the rebounding of Pingris in game number 6.
He's one of those guys sa pag-rebound, yung crowd, pumapalakpak.
Nagre-react eh. Ito, Kirby Raimundo. Norman Gonzalez pass to guard it this time. He goes baseline, pulls up, fade away. Wala! Andiyan si Jonathan Salvador and he gets the points. Wrong aspect in game number 6. Offensive rebounds. Iyan ang ginawa maganda ng Purefoods.
Well, rebounding, they're the best offensive rebounding team in the league. At nakikita natin, Kirby Raimundo attracts so much of the defense of Santa Lucia na yung malalaki nila nalilibre sa drop pass o kaya sa offensive rebound.
Denok Miranda just muscling his way inside against the defense of Noy Castillo. First 2 points lamang po yan para dito kay Denok Miranda. Raimundo, they move the ball around. There's a strong drive by Peter Jun Simon, pero may foul na naman at nasa penalty na nga po itong Santa Lucia. Alright, 2 fouls for Denok Miranda.
Para kay Peter Jun Simon, we showed a while ago, Richard, he only had 4 points in that last game. Dito sa ating laro, he's already outscored his performance in the last game. Dahil ito si PJ Simon, 6 points na, chance to make it 7 points. So, critical substitution early, pinalitan si Yap, pumasok si PJ Simon, nagbubunga para kay Coach Ryan Gregorio.
That's a good sign for Purefoods that they can maintain this lead kahit wala nga si Yap on the floor. And now, bumalik na si James Yap, pinagpahinga naman muna si Kirby Raimundo. 40 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Joseph Yo swings into Kelly Williams for three. Bang! And miss Kelly Williams. And that is the third three-point basket for Santa Lucia here in the first quarter.
3-point shooting, keeping them alive once more. Itong Realtors, mga puntos nila nanggagaling na naman sa 3-point range.
Ito, Santa Lucia with a chance to take the last shot of the quarter.
Yeah, but they have to be smart because I believe Purefoods still have one more foul to give.
Aquino, puposto kay Jordan Salvador. Aquino makes his move. Aquino, one fake. Wala na, punta kay Joseph Yo. 2 seconds to shoot. Joseph puts it up. Wala. And that will do it. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first 12 minutes of game number 7. And as advertised, in front of this full house, it is a close ball game. That's the score after the end of the first quarter, 21-18 naman po ang Purefoods. Score ay atid sa inyo na San Miguel Beer Pilsen, ang beer na walang katulad. Welcome back inside the jam-packed Big Dome at magsisimula na po ang ating second quarter. But at this point, let's go to our coach's corner with Coach Norman Black. And Coach, how do you see the game so far?
Well, very aggressive game coming from both teams. Of course, Purefoods really trying to take the ball inside, Richard, trying to attack the basket. They've been getting to the offensive boards as well as getting a lot of inside points. On the other side, Santa Lucia really using that three-point shot to hang around.
Coach, itong Purefoods, we see James Yap scoring only his first field goal. He did not score in that first quarter, but still they have the lead. Is that a good sign for them?
It's a very good sign for them. It's a good sign that Romelo Dulco did not have that many fouls in that first quarter. Actually didn't have any. It's a good sign that Roger Yap is bringing that basketball up without turning it over. Purefoods with only 4 turnovers in the first quarter is a good sign for their team.
Coach, para naman sa Santa Lucia, they shoot 31% from the field. They said they were tight the last game. That's why they weren't really making a lot of shots. Can you be tight 2 straight games?
I think they're going to be ready to play today. I think their three-point shots really have to fall for them. They've been really relying on that the entire conference. I think they need it again tonight. Paulo Mendoza's not here, so it's going to be really a strain on Kelly Williams to have a big game.
All right, thank you very much, Coach Norman, and we'll get your insights later on. At nabanggit nga po ni Coach Norman, Paulo Mendoza, he is suited up, but most likely will not play. He suffered a sprained ankle nung practice po kahapon.
At nabanggit na rin, Richard, yung wala si Paulo Mendoza. I remember in one of the games, I believe it was game 2, etong Purefoods went into zone defense and the only guy that could break it was Paulo Mendoza. If they know that Paulo is not playing tonight, baka bumalik yan sa zone defense at mahirapan ang Santa Lucia.
Yeah, we have yet to see kung mag-deserve ka etong Purefoods, pero palitan na po ng puntos dito. 9 points total for Peter Jun Simon.
And you know, the confidence of Peter Jun Simon, no rebounder, fast break situation, willing to take a 10-footer.
Ito, pumaposte si Norman Gonzalez. They did this ploy. Pinaposte nila kung sino ba yung binabantayan. Ito si James Yap. Trying to tire him out. Williams. And it doesn't trickle in. Bola pupunta sa Purefoods DJ Giant.
You know, but you have to respect that ploy of Santa Lucia because Purefoods right now trying to cheat by playing 3 small guys. Yung titingnan mo yung lineup ng Santa Lucia, mas malalaki. So yung ito si James Yap forced to guard a big man and they can post him up.
Yan po si Paulo Mendoza. Nakita niyo po, suffered a sprain in practice. And you know, that's a nightmare not only for Coach Boyet Fernandez, but for Paulo Mendoza. Alam mo, dream mo to play in a Game 7 of a championship series. Joseph Yo goes all the way. Kasi sabi, wala nga Paulo Mendoza. Joseph Yo has to work overtime.
But he is showing up in this game. Joseph Yo already with 4 points so far. They need that extra offense nang wala nga si Paulo.
At ngayon po, dalawa na lang itong lamang na pinoprotektahan ng Purefoods. Noy Castillo, balik kay Kirby Raimundo, shoots a 3. Bang! Ian Perez para dito kay Kirby Raimundo.
You know, that is just a tough situation para Santa Lucia. You look at the lineup of Purefoods, they have ito si James Yap, si Noy Castillo at the same time. Tapos lalabas pa si Kirby Raimundo dahil si Kirby Raimundo kaya rin tumira mula sa 3-point range.
Poposto na naman ito si Norman Gonzalez against James Yap. Yap with 2 fouls. Here's Josefio. Josefio gives it to Marlu. Marlu, short jumper is good. First 2 points lamang para kay Skyscraper. Ito na, transition, fast break. And Peter Jun Simon is hacked by Norman Gonzalez.
Kung ano yung ginagawa ni Josefio ng Santa Lucia, yun ang ginagawa ni Peter Jun Simon. He's running right away to the wing. If he notices that the defense is not looking at him, atake kaagad and get those cheap points.
9 points for Peter Jun Simon. And they got 10. Missing in action in game number 5 nga po. Ito si Peter Jun Simon. Pero sabi niya may pagkakataon pa ngayong game number 7. Ayaw na niya pakawalan itong pagkakataon na to.
Of course, you remember the last game that you play, and this is obviously the last game he's gonna play in the Philippine Cup, and of course, he wants it to be memorable.
Wala. And, you know, this is what they did. Binabantayan nito si James Yap noong game number 6. Almost every time pinupunta nila sa poste, they want to tire out ito si James Yap on defense para pagod na siya pagdating sa offensa.
And of course, he's got 2 personal fouls,
Yes.
Richard. You get him on his 3rd foul. Ito si Coach Ryan, he will be forced to make a decision early in this first half.
Well, nag-decide na siya, pinag-switch na niya. Itong si James Yap at si Ray Evangelista ngayon ang kukuha dito kay Dennis Da. Alright, ito na ngayon si Josefio. Josefio splits the defense. That was deflected. Pero nandun si Marlo Aquino for the putback.
Well, right now, so itong Purefoods going to a different lineup. Ngayon naman, tatlong malaki, Evangelista, John Dan Salvador, and Kirby Raimundo. Now, the problem with this lineup naman, yung pagbababa ng bola, put so much pressure on Noy Castillo and James Yap to bring down the basketball.
Ito na, Jason, nakasolo na ngayon. Ito Santa Lucia and James Yap missing on a 3-point attempt. This is the adjustment we're talking about. Santa Lucia has found success, relative success in their zone in the series when they adjust doon sa middle part of the ball game. James Yap goes inside, challenges the defense of Marlo, nagpintis lang. A rebound here by Ryan Reyes. On the other end, Reyes to Josefio. Goes up! Wala pa rin! And what action we're seeing here. And the entire Purefoods bench up in arms. And referees correct the ball, but bibigay nila dito sa Purefoods ang bola.
You know, that's a good call. It really went off the hands of Santa Lucia. Referees, nag-usap sila, wanting to get that good call, and that's what's important. As long as you get it right the last time.
Alam mo, delikado dito eh, no? So sobrang emotion dito mga players na to. Eh, mahirap, kalabitin mo lang, baka suntukin ka eh. Ito, James Yap! Everybody's at the edge of their seats. You know, everybody is holding their breath in anticipation of the result.
Well, a lot of them have not breathed enough sa araw na to dahil 1 out of 6 pa lang ito si James Yap sa araw na to. Malamig na naman ang simula niya. Pareho nung nakita natin nung game 6 of the finals.
There's Josefio, 7 to shoot para sa Realtors. Kelly Williams, nabangga. At kanina na itatawag itong foul na to. That's going to be against Kirby Raimundo. Pangalawa na rin yan.
Very frustrating para kay Kirby Raimundo because at his position, at the power forward position, he's probably the fastest guy out there if Kelly Williams isn't playing.
Of course, for Kelly Williams, he's offensive-minded. More attempts for him. He only attempted 11 times in game number 6. And I'm sure, binigyan pa siya ni Coach Roy Fernandez na instructions to be more aggressive on offense. In the meantime, we have another timeout in the ballgame. As we continue with the second quarter action.
Pero bilib rin ako kay Christy Kenya. Suot niya violet. Kasi yung green tsaka pag pula, pag pinagsama yun.
Violet.
Violet.
Parang tayo.
Tama naman, ha? Pati ikaw, ha?
Siyempre.
Pero hindi mo alam yun nung sinuot mo yun.
Alright, here's Ray Evangelista. Ikot ng bola para sa Purefoods. James Yap goes inside. James Yap twirls, puts it up. And Romano Tugo wala pa rin. And for third time, ito naman si Kirby Raimundo. So patuloy pa rin ang masamang field goal shooting dito ni James Yap. Pero nandyan yung kanyang mga kakampi na tumutulong naman sa kanya.
Second chance points, Richard, para dito sa Purefoods. That is their 7th second chance point compared to only 2 para sa kabila. Napag-usapan natin, getting Kelly